Welcome back, everybody. As we approach the winter season, we are going to talk about your vehicle's heater. We are going to discuss the mechanicals of it so that when you turn the knob, you get nice hot air. So you may have heard at some point that the heater actually runs from the heat of the engine. And the correct answer to that is yes and no. So the way it works is the coolant that is in your vehicle, you start your vehicle and the coolant that is in the engine block warms up. When the coolant starts to get hot, your thermostat will open up, releasing the coolant that's in the engine, allowing it to go through the radiator. The radiator cools it off and it goes back into the engine to basically recycle itself through. And the reason we're discussing that is because your heater actually works in a similar way. So your heater is actually ran by a heater core that's hidden underneath the dash. It kind of works like a radiator. It has two hoses. One goes in, one goes out. Right here are the two hoses for the heater core in my Highlander. And it basically runs through the heater core, and that's what allows you to get that hot air when it's cold outside. Look at it as like a some for you, some for me deal with your car. And that is also why it is a good idea to keep your coolant topped off even in the winter. Also, as a little added bonus, since it gets dark earlier in the winter, this would be a good time to make sure all your lights are operational. And this checks out. And make sure you have good wipers that don't leave streaks because you're going to be driving in rain and snow. And make sure you have a good set of tires. If your tires are worn out, have low tread, or they're 4 to 5 years old, this would be a good time to think about replacing them. Because the last thing you want is to be on the side of the road when it's raining, snowing, or good and cold outside. Also, when it rains, especially the first rain of the year, the roads are slick, so you want a good set of tires that can handle it. But not to get too off topic, that is how your heater works. Be safe out there driving around, going out of town in the winter. Also, I invite you to come check out Jesus Bible Study. I take passages from the Bible and make them relevant to today's world. Link to this week's video will be in the description. And don't forget, new videos every Sunday. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I will see you guys next week. Matthew 10:32. Therefore, whoever confesses me before men, him I will also confess before my Father who is in heaven. But whoever denies me before men, him I will also deny before my Father who is in heaven.